America, America, this is how we truly build back better.
The U.S. Senate passed a $1 trillion infrastructure bill today. It addresses physical infrastructure like roads, bridges, waterways, and expanding broadband internet. The bill now heads to the House, where it faces an uphill battle. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said the House will not take out the bill until the Senate passes a separate $3.5 trillion bill focused on health care, education, and climate change. The House is now expected to cut its recess about a month short and return to session on August 23rd. Well, there are billions of dollars in this package for Washington State, and some are calling this an unprecedented investment. King 5's Ted Land joins us now from Seattle with more. Ted.
Steve, Washington could receive up to $71 million to expand a network of electric vehicle charging stations like these. There's also a lot of money to boost broadband speeds. Groups working on these efforts call it a game changer.
Now I've gone from 60 horsepower to 200 horsepower. I call it my mini Tesla.
There are still some places in Washington where Stephen Lowe is not comfortable driving his electric Chevy Bolt.
We went to Long Beach, Washington last weekend, and down there are no charging stations yet along that highway, very busy highway, and there can be and there should be.
The current infrastructure package would help build more charging stations, making it much easier and less stressful to take a road trip on battery power.
If they're there, people will use them.
Many states in the United States need infrastructure investment, but I would put the state of Washington high on a list of states that desperately need infrastructure investment.
Lawmakers, advocacy groups, and many others are now digging through the details of the package, a historic piece of legislation meant to rebuild America beyond roads and bridges. Washington could receive $100 million to provide broadband for an estimated 214,000 people who currently don't have connectivity.
It's always been, how do we piece something together where we get a few bucks to throw it at infrastructure? Well, this is unprecedented.
Russ Elliott is director of the state broadband office. Those red dots on the map are addresses with what the state considers low or very low internet speeds.
What's going to happen is you're going to see unserved areas be focused on first.
He also expects money to help low-income households pay their broadband bills. It's a big package of money, too much to mention in one story. Washington would also get billions for public transit, rail improvements, bridges, wildfire prevention projects, and much, much more.
Again, it's not a done deal. The plan still has to pass the House. So while a lot of people are really excited about this money, they're also cautious because they know those numbers could change in the coming weeks. Live in Seattle, Ted Land, King 5 News.